Welcome to day 79 of 1,350 days. Now today I have 14 sales to report, bringing the total to 1,180. I made another mistake, well that was in the last video with the total. I said I had 10 sales but I added 11 onto the score. So the correct score is now 1,180 copies sold. So started this 79 days ago, close to selling over 100 copies in that space of time, which is good, but obviously it's nowhere near the numbers I'm aiming for. The object of the channel, the point of the channel is to sell 1 million copies in 1,350 days. So even with this increase in sales which I've been experiencing over the last 3 to 4 weeks, I'm not going to get anywhere near that number. Which begs the question, what can I do? What can I do to improve my sales or to be on course to achieving that goal? Something I've got on the horizon is the publication of my next book, Do the Work You Love. That's coming out in February next year, being published by Watkins Media. And they've sent me through the edits on my manuscript for me to look over, to approve. I also got to write 1 or 2 additional small sections, paraphrase some of the quotes I've used as well. So that's going to be done mid-October, and then the book's getting ready to be printed, marketed, etc. Released in February. That'll give me 2 titles on release. I mean, I have no idea really what to expect from a published book. Escape the System, my first book, which is pretty much where I've made all of my sales so far, is self-published. So I have experience in that. I know sort of what to expect from the audience I have and from the advertising I'm doing, what kind of sales to expect, but I've got no idea what to expect from a published book. You know, what the outreach is, how many stores they can put books in, how popular it's going to be. I've got a lot of belief in the book. I'm certain it's a good book, but I don't know how popular it will be. The figure floating around in my head at the moment is 10,000 copies. Now I don't know whether that's going to be in the first year or whether that's going to be over its lifetime, you know, a span of years. So that's what I'm going with, 10,000 copies. That's still going to leave me so far short of my total. Fortunately, I've got about 4 more book titles, 4 more books planned, 4 or 5 more books. I've got The Genius of Joe Barnes, I've got Rise Up, I've got Fight Club Philosophy, I've got Live the 10 out of 10 Life, and I plan to do a sort of sequel of Escape the System. I call it Escape the System 2. I give it a proper title if I ever got around to writing it. Now with all of those combined, I plan to hit 1 million copies, and I've got to do it in that short space of time. So let's see how we go. I'm pleased at the moment because I've got a spike in book sales, but at the same time I appreciate that's not going to get me anywhere. I've got to make sort of quantum leaps in growth, and I always find that to make a quantum leap in your outer life, in your sales or whatever it is with your life you want to move or you want to achieve, you have to make some kind of change within first. I've also learned along my journey that things, for me anyway, don't tend to happen in terms of quantum leaps. I don't get from one level all the way up to the next level really quickly. It's a very slow, gradual building process, which is obviously not going to work well with this goal of selling 1 million copies in a short space of time. I need quantum leaps, so I need to do something I've actually never done before in my life, which is make huge exponential growth rather than just slow and steady growth. So let's see how it goes. That's the news for today. I will be doing 2 videos this week, so we will be back with day 82 on Thursday because I'm going to be back at Success Club. So I'll see you again then.